can't believe it. I'm back down to doing food challenges just for clicks and views. I've sold out. Right, this is the Vindaloo, okay? And I didn't want to try this. Hello and welcome back to another Breakfast Club Pattaya video. My name is Mark. Now, got a quick question for you guys. If I was to ask you, what is the most popular food in the UK? Most of you would probably turn around and say, it's got to be fish and chips. It's got to be the English breakfast or the roast dinner. Well, actually, you'd be wrong, because one of the most popular dishes, and dependent on what survey that you actually look at, is chicken tikka masala. How did you guys not get that? But more importantly, how the hell did curry end up in the UK anyway? Well, our story begins 1600 with the East India Trading Company. They were a merchant shipping company and they went all the way from the UK on their boats over to India. And what they brought back with them? They brought back with them herbs, they brought back with them spices, and those spices, when they came back to the UK, they didn't remain at the ports, they actually started making their way into restaurants. Now, it was in 1810 that the UK opened their very first curry house, but it was nowhere near like the type of curries that we've actually got today. The Victorians used some of the ingredients to pickle eggs and put it in soups and things like that, but it was after the Second World War where Britain was on its knees, and essentially we had people that came from all over the world to rebuild the country. Now, with that, people from Bangladesh came over. When the Bangladeshis came over, they opened up cafes, and within those cafes they started cooking Indian food. However, the big breakthrough in terms of British culture, this is really important, is they worked out that alcohol could be served in pubs up until 11 o'clock at night, but alcohol with food could be served an awful lot later, and they actually got special licenses to allow themselves to actually open up later. And there became the British culture. Down the pub, straight out for a curry afterwards. However, the recipes in those curry houses were actually adapted to suit local flavours, British flavours. And it wasn't until 1970 that a customer went into a restaurant in Glasgow. They met a guy called Chef Ali, okay? And they turned around to Chef Ali, they complained, they said, this chicken tikka is too dry. Well, what Chef Ali did was he took it away, he went back into the kitchen, he took the chicken, which was just chicken breast, threw it into the wok, opened up the cupboard, found a tin of tomato soup, threw it in, added some yogurts, added some spices, and you know what? Chef Ali is probably one of the most influential people in British cuisine, because Britain's favourite dish, the chicken tikka masala, was invented. Now, we love curry, and today we've got something which is going to be absolutely special. We are at one of the most popular curry houses for expats in Pattaya. We're actually in Jomtien, and we are at, I just mentioned chicken tikka masala, the famous Masala Twist Indian restaurant. We're going to show you some of the most popular dishes that you can get in curry houses in the UK right here in Thailand today. Stick around, let's go check it out. We're at Masala Twist today, which is in Jomtien, but I think it's also important. There are an awful lot of Indian restaurants that are in Pattaya. I don't want to talk badly about some of the other places, but there does tend to be a stable of 3 or 4 that constantly get recommended on my group on the Breakfast Club, and I think it's important to mention that. So there's obviously here, Masala Twist has got a really good reputation in Jomtien. I can't wait to show you some of the food that they serve. We've got Tikka House, which is down in Pattaya. We've also got Ali Baba's, and Indian by Nature, which is actually just across the road from here, has also got good reputation in this town. In fact, that's actually one of the restaurants that got mentioned in the Michelin Guide in their Bib Gourmet section. So we are going to get around to some of the other places, because I know in the comments there'll be people recommending other Indian restaurants, okay? But the whole purpose of what we're trying to do here is actually showcase some of the favourite places right across town. So those places definitely deserve an honourable mention as well, and they're very, very popular. Today's all going to be about Masala Twist, so I can't wait to show you some of the food. Okay, so our first dish is actually out, but these are not an Indian invention. These are actually a British invention. These are the absolute classic poppadoms, okay? Now, why do they serve poppadoms in Indian restaurants in the UK? There's actually a couple of reasons. Number one, you can get them out really, really quickly, so impatient people have got something to nibble on straight away. Number two, they are really easy for any of the staff to be able to prepare. And number three, they actually help you drink more, okay? So once you have these, then you're gonna try and get some more alcohol. Now, they do traditionally come with these pickles, right? Again, mango chutney, you've got a lime pickle here, and you've also got onions, okay? Now, in the UK, now nowhere in Pattaya does, in my opinion, the proper UK style poppadoms, but we've got the next best thing. These basically come here, you can have them fried or out of an oven. And what you would do is you would put all of your sauces and all of your dips on top of these poppadoms, and that is your very, very first snack that you get in a curry house. They're not the big ones, but do you know what? Certainly works. This is what everyone starts. This is the gateway to curry, okay? This is the chicken korma, okay? Now, essentially, what the chicken korma is, it's coconut and almond, very, very mild curry, okay? So that's the gateway, that's the one that everyone starts with, and it's creamy and it's absolutely delicious. Now, let's take you on to the second curry. This is the #1 selling curry in the UK, all right? That is the chicken tikka masala. Tomato based, still from our old friend Chef Ali from Glasgow, okay? Tomato based curry, medium heat, level 3. I'm gonna bring it up, okay? This is the chicken vindaloo. If you've never had a curry before, do not start on chicken vindaloo because it is spicy. But that is one of the hottest dishes that's actually out there. There's one other which is a fowl, but that's just ridiculous. It's full of like Scotch bonnet chilies. They just made it for people that were absolutely hammered and wanted to eat some sort of weird spicy eating challenge really in curry houses. Now we've got a few other bits here as well, which I have to show you. The naan bread, which actually goes with all of these dishes, this is baked from fresh, you can see. This is good, this is nice warm naan bread, which is great. And other breads that are available, not just the naan breads, okay? This is the chapati, okay? Which is just a traditional Indian style flatbread. And this is the roti, but the roti is prepared slightly different. This comes out of a clay oven. So it's a little bit crispier, it's a little bit more charred around the edges as well. But you know what? All of these breads, they work so well with the base sauces, which are all made in-house here. We've got biryani, okay? Another great portion here. And you get a little gravy that goes with the biryani. This is like a curry gravy style sauce, which is brilliant. And of course, now this is really important with curries, okay? You do not have it with plain boiled rice, you have it with pilau rice, okay? So that is the spread. This is looking really, really good. I can't wait to check it out. I'm being bullied, okay? I wasn't gonna try the vindaloo. This is my cameraman's dish, okay? This reminds me of when my aunt used to take me back to her house, right? My aunt and my uncle, right? And they used to basically pay me money to try the vindaloo as a kid. And if I could eat it, I would get extra pocket money, right? So they tortured me. So if you're watching this, Auntie Jean, right? I'm still back to square one. I'm being bullied into trying the vindaloo again. Yeah, it's hot, right? And it's spicy. It's just as I remember it as a kid. But actually the base sauce is tomatoey, and then you can feel that punch of the chili coming straight in. if you are going to order a Vindaloo, they don't mess about. It's a spicy one of the curries. Can I go back to my futile korma now, please? Thank you. Essentially, right, when you normally go for a curry, everyone will just dip in, right, and have a bit of everything. That's why they kind of present it almost like a sharing platter, but I've whacked it all on a plate. So I'm just going to go through. This is the chicken biryani. Okay. Chicken very soft. Really nice heat and spice to it, okay? The korma is, this is how you use it, the naan bread, right? Really, really nice, really creamy, really coconutty. Just as I remember, it's one of my look, I don't care in the comments what you say, right? I like korma. Okay, now, our old friend that threw a can of tomato soup into some chicken. This is the chicken tikka masala. Guys, you've got to try this out. Oh, this is really good. Do you know what? In terms of being able to replicate a local curry house, none of this would actually be out of place if you were having it in any of the curry houses in the UK, in my opinion. They really, really mastered it. The base sauces are beautiful, okay? They've all made from scratch here, which is fantastic, but they've also got the right amount of kick. And one of the things I'm really impressed with, okay, is they ask you what kind of spice level you actually want, how stuff is actually cooked. It's all perfect, it's all warm on the plate. I'm really, really impressed with this so far. It's got a good reputation amongst the expat community, and I can see exactly why. So this is an Indian style dessert. It's called gulab jamun, right? And I got a nod, I said it right. Okay, and by the way, right, don't ask me what is in this, because I do not know. Right, it looks like it's like a donut in like a syrupy sauce, but it's served hot, okay? Oh man, hold on. Yes, it's served very hot. Wow, I tell you honestly, that is like a really, really, it's like an Indian style mini donut that's come out of, I think it might have been fried, okay, I'm not sure. But I tell you what, the sauce, it's a really, really sweet sauce, okay? And this is an Indian style dessert, which I've never really got past the 10 beers and a chicken tikka masala. So yeah, actually, this is gulab jamun. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I think I'd have it again. All right, okay, so we have just finished a meal at Masala Twist. Now, we don't waste any food on the channel, and I have to say, I've still got some to take away as well. So it's 3 people, and I've got a nice big doggy bag to take away as well. Now, in terms of the bill, I've got it here, I've just paid. It came in at 1,570 baht. Now, again, that was for 3 people. Most of the main courses come in at around about 250, 260. Now, okay, in terms of, was it as good as a UK style Indian, what I'm used to back home? It's really close. I have to say, it's really, really close. A couple of things that aren't the same. I mean, and I'm being a little bit picky here, but like the poppadons in the UK, I'm used to the quite big ones. But things like the mango chutneys, the pickles, they were all really, really good. The base sauces that they actually made for the masala, the korma, the biryani, the portion sizes, they were great as well. One thing that I've always been a little bit confused by, and they tend to do it not just here, but in quite a few restaurants in Pattaya, is when you order like a korma, they'll ask, do you want that spicy? Whereas for me, the curries are always kind of like graded, aren't they? Korma being the mildest, then you've got tikka masala, and then you've got the vindaloo, which is right at the top end. In terms of taste, I thought it all tasted absolutely great. I can't fault the taste. I think this is certainly one of the nicer of the curry houses that we've actually got in Pattaya. In terms of value for money, yeah, I think 15.70 for 3 people is really good. Now, you can also order on Grab rather than just a dine-in experience as well. So overall, I was I was pretty impressed actually. So I am gonna give this, I looked at a few of the other rankings, it's 4.5 on Google, round about 4.4 on TripAdvisor. What would I give out of 10? 7? No, I'll give it 8. I think it's a really good choice. I think if you are coming for a curry or a bit of a taste of home, I think this is a good solid choice. It's an 8 out of 10. Very, very, very popular with a lot of expats in town, and for good reason. So overall, I was pleased with that. 1,500, great value for money. Listen, I have to say thanks ever so much for watching on The Breakfast Club. You guys are absolutely fantastic. And I have to say hello quickly to some of our subscribers in Australia. So they've asked in the comments if I could say hello. So I will say to Natalie, Jeff, Brody and KC. Hi guys, I hope you enjoy the cricket. Listen, thanks very much for watching. Click like, smash a subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.